All right, welcome back to Another Dimension. I'm Quinn.
I'm Trask.
I'm Taylor. Nice job.
That's how you wanted it.
It's our names, dude. It's not that hard.
Just saying, that was smooth.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah. We had fun last week.
Yes.
It was a little different. It was nice to have a guest in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Brought some character to the podcast.
My skin is still crawling from some of those stories. I cannot believe.
Yeah, last week
Last
week we had Gwen from Gwen's pressure washing and detailing.
Yeah.
And the
Mike Rowe should do a Dirty Jobs episode about that.
100%.
Like
the stuff that she deals with, God bless her,
is bull crap.
But the fact that she has to deal with that, she doesn't have to do anything.
She chose to,
the fact that people put her in that position.
Well, there's got to be horror stories like that in every industry. Like you think about rental properties or whatever. Like it's got to be the same thing, right?
Yeah. Storage units.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point you just burn that thing down. But
you've seen the houses before, where you see the curb and you're like, there's no way that amount of stuff fit in that house.
Fortunately, like it doesn't happen much, but like I've been on some fire calls where like there is just a path to the kitchen, there's a path to the bedroom, and there's a path to like the toilet.
Literally Hoarders,
that's
that
it.
TV show.
Floor to ceiling, magazines, garbage.
Garbage, but maybe some of the stuff's sentimental.
Yeah, all of it.
How much stuff do we throw away? Do I throw away? Sorry.
A lot more now.
I've gotten over it.
I've gotten over a lot of things.
And some not.
You still have your Rolodexes.
Half
do. Those numbers probably don't even work anymore.
No, but they're leads. They're contacts.
Yeah.
My first sales job, I had a Rolodex.
Yeah.
I miss those. Yeah.
I always wanted a Rolex when I was growing up.
Rolex?
Oh, that's not what we're talking about. Anyway.
Get one on the corner.
Yeah. But no, it was good to have her in here. She did a great job. Mm-hmm. Afterwards, there were some more stories that she wasn't sure that she could share on camera, and I wish she kind of would have, because some of them were just even more outlandish than what we thought.
Well, she's got more, and she has said that she would come back
for a part 2. So maybe we're teasing a part 2.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Wow. Yeah. My kids watch the episodes every week, like on YouTube. They think it's really cool to like watch Dad on TV. And Cooper's like, 873 bottles of pee? And I'm like, yeah, bud. Or I think it was 874 or whatever it was. And I'm like, that would be the one thing that he picks out.
Right.
Yeah. So
anyway, thanks again. It was fun.
You killed it, Glenn.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in. And if there's anyone that any of the listeners know of that would be a good compliment to the podcast, let us know. Tag them, share them, get us in contact. We'd love to get another guest in here.
And it's nice to showcase other local businesses.
100%. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 100% trucking related, but it would help. And if it's a small business or a cool idea or a cool story, yeah, we'd love to share it and have it on. So back to trucking, what we know best.
Debatable.
How do you feel about tolls?
Tolls?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
did you get any texts saying that your Wisconsin tolls are due lately?
I did, actually.
Right? It's going around.
Yeah.
Oh, I've gotten like 6.
Yeah, there's no tolls in Wisconsin, Taylor.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd have to cross the border, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be Wisconsin then.
Right. But I'm saying, like, the last one, I
the
think
brains behind the desk.
Yeah, Illinois, like Chicago is the only one I've ever recently had tolls on, right? It's once is it pretty close to the border?
Yeah, it depends on what way you go in, but yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize there were none in Wisconsin.
Nope.
Not to my knowledge. And a lot.
There's a lot of other states that have them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think most toll roads are owned by the state and run by the state, and that's how they.
It's a source of revenue. They pay for the roads.
Pay for construction, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think there are some privately held toll roads, bridges, all that kind of stuff.
Well, the Ambassador Bridge is one. Connects
Windsor?
No, I think is it? I don't know what entry, but Lower Michigan to Canada. Is it Sarnia?
I think it's
maybe.
Sarnia.
But yeah, it's privately owned.
Okay.
And I think the one in Arkansas too, like I know I don't know what it is, but there's a couple of them that are privately owned roads that that's how they pay for it and fund it. But anyway, Illinois is our nemesis when it comes to tolls because we go through it basically every trip that leaves Wisconsin that we're leaving, unless it's going west.
Yep.
Starting in 2027, January 1st of 2027, tolls are going to increase 30% for big trucks.
Big trucks only?
Cars are increasing too, but not quite 30%. And what it's going to do, it's going to increase in 2027. It's going to increase again in 2028 for an undetermined amount of percentage points. And then in 2029, it's going to cap at 4% for the next 20 years. Increase every year.
So here's our next move, right? Hey, it's going to cost us to go this much to go this way. Mm-hmm. What's it going to cost to go the other way?
Right.
How much time, how much fuel, how much yada, yada, yada.
And we kind of already do that, but the reason they're doing that is the Illinois Capital Road Project Fund or whatever is currently at an $865 million deficit for stuff
we're spending too much.
Well, that's what I think.
Right.
That needs to be done. Roads need to be updated. New technologies, because they were one of the first open air tolling. I think they were actually the first open air tolling states. That technology needs to be updated. Roads need to be updated. It's a complete zoo. They probably need to hire about 75 million more traffic cops down there. Driving the toll road is absolutely horrible.
But here's the question. Why can other states do it without toll roads? And they need that. And they're still in a deficit.
I don't know that answer. But I would say that other states are funding it through
taxes. Yeah.
So what does Illinois have in addition that other states don't? Because if they took the tolls, you know what I mean? What is that? I don't know.
Right.
It's definitely not crime prevention. But anyway, they're estimating that just in semis alone, with the first increase, it'll be $180 million the first year in extra revenue.
Wow.
So almost $250 million in extra revenue.
Then let us do the speed limit. Why do we need to go slower?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like big trucks are 55 right there.
Yeah.
50 or 55.
No.
Yeah,
it's 55,
they
65.
do. If they didn't put up double the street or the speed limit signs, they'd probably save some money.
There you go.
There's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have this podcast. But yeah, that's already a big expense. And I know what we pay a month in tolls, and it's very, very minimal to a carrier that's got 500 trucks, 100 trucks, whatever that number may be. But man, like a 30% increase on that over the course of a year. Yes. Does it suck? 100%. But
30% is a big number.
It's a big number. That's not a 5% increase or a 10% increase like insurance rates and stuff like that. But
maybe that's a way to prevent the truck traffic, to deter it.
Yeah, but how do you deter it? Like if all those run around downtown.
Sure, but I don't know.
But
I'd have to look at a map. But let's say you're going to, maybe it'd be better to go through central Illinois. Now you still got the
like you're saying Rockford?
Yeah.
And they're adding tolls to that too.
Right, but maybe it's to deter traffic in the big city. I don't know.
Maybe, I would say, but I don't think, yeah, I guess. And really for people that aren't located in Wisconsin, on the eastern side of Wisconsin, it's probably really not a big deal.
No.
You can probably get around them pretty easy if you, whatever. But for us or any carriers in this area, not saying you can't get around them or there's not other ways, but it's just a necessity.
Have to come up with a toll surcharge.
Yeah. But only a percentage of it.
Sure.
I'm kidding. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. It poses the question of why don't other states have it? Why does Illinois? I mean, Florida's got it with the Sunshine Pass. Like, I think out in
Oklahoma,
PA, the Turnpike, Ohio, Indiana, they all have it. I think West Virginia even has it. So, is it just another way to increase funding because of budgeting deficits on the states?
Efficiencies.
Yeah.
Lack of efficiency.
Or is it actually beneficial? leave your opinions below, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, this week, you actually brought this up, but TAs, truck services, roadside service.
Truck Stops of America.
Right. They have been doing roadside services for as long as I've been in trucking.
Not all facilities, but a lot of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they just put out a news blip that they're no longer doing that. There was an accident back in October.
Yeah. One of their
techs was out on a service call and got hit and killed, unfortunately. And the driver that hit him, I don't know, was it a big truck or a car, did they say?
I think it was a big truck.
Fled, and the employee was pronounced dead on scene. So they are no longer doing service calls. So a lot of people rely on that.
Right.
I mean, trucks break down on the road at all different times. It's never an opportune time to break down. You never break down right when you're pulling into a truck stop or those kind of things.
I think this is a good time to talk about. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You did.
I did. But I think this is a good time to talk about what we were talking about before we started the podcast. Taylor had a story about accidents. And I had never, I guess I heard of it. I never looked into it or cared to. But Taylor, do you want to tell a story?
Yeah, real quickly. A good friend of mine was in a bad accident, rollover off the road, flight for life and everything else. But initially what alerted people was his app. It's called 360, right?
Life 360.
Life 360. And essentially what it is if you're in an accident, it can detect it based on the motions and movement of the phone, and it'll contact whoever you set it up to contact. But I've learned now that it'll contact emergency services as well if you set that up. So if you're knocked unconscious or you can't get to your phone and you're trapped, it does a lot of the reaching out for you. And I don't know if it saved his life, but at least got people there.
It'll give a ping too of like your current location or where your phone last was.
Yep.
On the flip side of that, it's a technology, and if you're in an accident, odds are your phone isn't going to be right by you, right? But it is cool. I know my dad uses it religiously and has forever. I don't. I just use the Find My iPhone app because you have that on an iPhone for free, and I hate having a bunch of apps. But as my kids get older, my oldest has a cell phone. He's almost to driving age, and I'm going to want that. Like, I want to know that he's okay, or if something happens, or, hey, notify me. Because it'll give, like, ETAs, or when it'll give notifications, like, hey, they left here. They should be home at this point. And
it's a free app?
I believe it's free. I don't have it. Taylor, I think it's free.
It is free.
I'm sure there's probably ads and stuff in it that you have to pay for. But as the world gets weirder and life gets weirder, I want that for my kids. I know they're not going to want it. I wouldn't have wanted it at that age, but I didn't have a cell phone either.
At the end of the day, it's not like you can track their location. It's only going to pop. You can with that one?
Yeah,
okay.
You can see like everyone on the map, I think. Maybe I'm misspeaking, but yeah, I think you can.
Okay.
Because like a lot of the moms that Becca talks to, they have their kids on it already and stuff like that, but we just have the iPhone app. But
Got it.
I want to look into it.
So
sounds like a good technology.
I would agree, but how do you convince a 15-year-old that?
Just tell them.
Right. Hey, or you pay for your phone, then you don't need it, and your car.
Well,
and move out.
Or tell them why. Just tell them why.
Right. That's why. Easier said than done, though.
I didn't have it, right? Like that's
we didn't
what I would get.
When he's not looking, download it on his phone, hide it in a folder that he doesn't exist on another page, and there you go.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's no.
Thankfully, Hunter is pretty cool with that, but and he wouldn't care. But it just a technology that you can use to maybe potentially
save a life
or save a crappy situation. I mean, you have a daughter. She's broke down on the side of the road. You want her to have help as fast, or anyone really, not just your daughter, but as fast as they could. Or say your wife is driving down to Milwaukee or something like that.
Does that cause more? I mean, I get a little bit of anxiety. Like, okay, Faith leaves work at 7:15, and she's not home till 8:15. I get a little bit of anxiety about it. But now you just call and say, hey, where are you? Or what are you doing? When are you going to be home? But then if they don't answer,
and you know their phone's like moving, because it'll like ping, I think too.
face usually like, oh, I went to the gym, or I went to tan, I went to get my nails done, I went to get food, whatever. But in the off situation that's not the case, I don't care. I care where she goes, but I trust her.
Yep.
But I do see the
advantages.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know that she's safe.
Right. Yeah.
So sorry to break in on that, but I just thought it was a good place to
100%,
bring it up.
100% fine. I think it is. I mean, there's probably a lot of those types of technologies out there that do it. And I think it all started with like a life alert back in the day. If you bring it back down.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, help. I've fallen and I can't get up, right? Like, you remember those commercials? Like
they live rent free in my head.
Like that was the original thing back before everyone carried a mini computer in their pocket.
And a pager.
I think my grandparents had that.
A lot of people have them. And I think we get on the fire department, right? And when they push those pendants, they call them, like it'll go right to dispatch if it's something that they deem is necessary. So we'll get called out for a pendant push. I think there was one this morning. An 86-year-old lady broke her ankle and was taking a bath or getting out of the shower or something. So she pushed her pendant and first responders show up. That's cool. Yeah. They're not going to lay there in agony and try to crawl to get to the phone, or maybe they can't. Maybe they fall and hit their head and they can't get up.
Right.
So all that stuff is
like, you hear stories of, I fell and I laid there for 6 hours or
a day.
A day, yeah.
Or you fall outside and no one finds you till the next day, and it's middle of winter in Wisconsin. That happens too. So all of that stuff is important. It's a good technology.
Yeah.
So
speaking about other technology,
Aurora
Innovation.
Yeah. We've talked about them in the past.
Yes, they are the autonomous vehicle people, and they prototyped, I think, Dallas to Houston or something along those lines, right? Yeah.
Yeah, was it Dallas to Houston?
Yeah.
Originally?
Or Denver might have been involved in that too. But
that was the Nintendo Switches. There's like 4 Nintendo Switches robberies up there.
They have 5 vehicles going down the road, and they've got 100,000 miles under their belt, safe, accident-free, on
Each
time.
vehicle's got 100?
I think total. So it's only 20,000. Yeah, 20,000
Step
apiece.
it up.
Well, they have deemed that a success, and in 2026 they want to open up a autonomous vehicle lane from Fort Worth to El Paso. It's about 600 miles, so it's a full day drive for a logbook driver, and they want to deploy hundreds of autonomous vehicles on that route.
So it'd be like 50 going each way, something?
Yeah, I don't know why that route. Wide open, and it's 600 miles.
What's the big city right on the other side of Juarez? Is Juarez right on the other side of El Paso?
Correct.
I think it is, yeah.
Yep.
That's a big manufacturing hub
or import hub.
But for companies in the United States. Like, I think like 3M is over there, like a lot of those big places. So maybe it's bringing stuff back up to like northern Texas. I don't know. I don't know what would be going south down to Mexico out of Texas. Paper.
I don't know. I just think like it's conveyor belt, like, right?
Which brings us back to what episode did we talk about where the customs?
The warehouse.
Yeah.
The warehouse thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be completely autonomous. That's kind of cool.
I see some value in that, right? Like,
in what?
In that, if that works and it's safe.
Did you just say that you...
I did, but...
Mark this down.
I know, 2115.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now what am I into? But think about other industries. Think about the construction industry. In construction, everything is trying to go to modular right now. And modular electrical, gas, buildings, all that stuff they want... Traditional construction jobs, you had to travel to the job site, right? And you still have to install some of this stuff. But this modular building they're doing in a factory, in a building, it's better work environment, it's consistent, people are close to home.
It's better scheduling. You don't have electricians and plumbers and everything in the same area trying to work against each other and all that kind of stuff.
And they're making that work. There's some hiccups with it at times, but it's kind of the same thing in the trucking world. Like, I admitted it. I see
the value of it. Or look at how many people, like, look at the industry, and we're not in this industry, but I'm going to use someone big. One of the big paper mills, right?
Kimberly-Clark.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. They have different plants all over, right? Mm-hmm. They all have their own, I can't say they all, but in this scenario, they all have their own shuttle drivers that go from this plant, once this trailer's loaded, to bring it to a loaded line and pick up an empty from the pulp plant and bring it back over so it can get loaded once it's done and keep that whole thing going. If you could automate all that, you no longer have to worry. That runs 24/7.
Well, and they do it internal in warehouses with the AGVs.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, the conveyor systems, Sargento was a big thing back in the day when they introduced that automated plant.
This world is so much larger than us.
It is. But the cool part about it is in all of those automations, I haven't heard of any company that has laid people off. Sargento's big claim to fame was they introduced all this automation and no one lost a job. They're still going to have the spotter guy and this or that, but you're not going to need as many.
Right. And I don't really want to say what they are, but we're doing some of that.
Yeah.
Internally, not replacing people, but it's helping us grow and work smarter and
more efficient.
Yeah.
So I saw a stat that AI in the next 5 years will make more millionaires than the internet did in 20. Just take that with a grain of salt, and like, it's going so fast. It's not even.
And if you're not keeping up with it, you're falling behind.
You're already behind if you're not using it. And I mean, most people think of AI as ChatGPT, right?
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But there is so
There's
much more.
Copilot too.
Well, it's same thing. That's generative AI, but it's so much more. It's nuts. I mean, and I don't even know enough about it, but you can build a website in 90 seconds now. Hey, I need this website built, blah, 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 blah. And it'll build everything to the bare bones for you. Your
code and everything.
Code and everything. It'll code the whole thing for you. And now you just have to, yep, I like that, or no, I don't. Please make this change.
So can we update ours instead of doing it through WordPress?
Probably.
Now that you already have it through WordPress.
It's probably through their service or whatever. But
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And when you do that,
it's not 100% foolproof yet.
Still not the
get what
same
you
as
get.
going and getting a real life developer and programmer to do it. But
for someone that needs to spin up landing pages or something like that super quick, here you
Or a
go.
one page.
I need this done. Or a showcase quick. Yeah. Here you go.
like the brewery that I work with, they just opened a brewery a bookstore and wine bar across the street from the brewery, so you can drink, and it's a genius idea. They're killing it. But they needed a one-page website. I think that's what they did. Yeah, that's all they needed.
Yeah. Here you go. Just mimic it to this website with the same theme. And done. 90 seconds later. It's crazy. Yeah. And to think they put a man on the moon a long time ago.
Did we?
Imagine what we could do now.
Did we?
I think there's 3 Japanese astronauts that are stuck in space right now. They got to go get them.
Really?
Yeah.
There's 2 things I would never do in life. 1, scuba dive under the water. And 2, go into space.
Would you bungee jump?
Depends.
Scuba dive like deep? What if like...
I'm talking like I wouldn't mind scuba diving in like a swimming pool because I know I could like hold my breath long enough to get up.
Or like shallow, like
I'd
you're in a
snorkel.
reef.
That's snorkeling.
Oh, you're talking about like...
Yeah, no way. Not going underwater.
Me neither.
Not going in space.
I have that phallus, like afraid of like the abyss. I legitimately have that. It's called phallus of like some phobia, and it's a long ass word. But like shipwrecks underwater, I have to look away. It scares the living crap out of me. You know, like if you're underwater and you see like at a distance like a big structure, if I look at it long enough, I'll have a full blown panic
Because
attack.
you feel like you're going to pass away in it?
I don't know what it is, dude, but since I've been a little kid, I can go underwater with a mask and go like under a lake or something, and it's not bad, but like where you can see really far, I'll pass out from a panic attack. Yeah. I'm dead serious. It's so weird.
That's weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't being in situations you can't control screws me up. So.
Don't you do like confined space stuff in
That
the
doesn't bother
dark?
me. That doesn't bother me. Because I know I can stay
funny
calm.
how that works.
I can stay calm, and I trust the guys that I'm doing it with. They'll get me out if I get stuck.
Yeah.
You're trained, yeah.
If I'm underwater,
Even if there's people with you.
and that thing fails, or I forgot to fill up my air tank or something, now I'm screwed. Like
No control.
that bugs me. Would I bungee jump? Yeah, I probably would. But I would look over everything first. I would never skydive. Would you?
You have to go off. What you have to go is based off. If you really want to do it, you have to remind yourself of the stats and the percentage of being successful.
Still a chance.
Yeah, I'd skydive.
I'd
try to
skydive
say
over
a lot.
bungee jumping.
Yeah,
I
agree.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a backup parachute. There's no backup bungee.
No, but at least it like slows you down a little bit before it snaps.
Dude, go on
I'd do it over
YouTube.
water.
At least you'd have some time to like
Think about it.
think, hey, the chute didn't open. Got about 3 seconds left.
It'd be quick.
Man, I just don't know.
Jesus. Well,
Yeah.
Where have we gone today?
anyways,
Yeah, right.
there's people that think about that stuff.
Yeah, I'm
For
sure.
sure.
But man, no. We'll get back into topic here. Tennessee.
I know a parachuter. Would that be what they would call it?
Skydiver.
Yeah.
Jumper.
Base jumper.
Base jumper. Yeah. We could have him on and tell some stories.
That would be cool. So you know what they're doing right now with the government? Well, the government shutdown ended, right?
Yeah, last night.
I read. Okay, so up until that point, there were no parks employees. So base jumpers were taking advantage of all the no jumping places in all of the parks across the U.S. because there was no one there to stop them. There's a big fad of like them. They've always wanted to do these mountains, but they can't
Imagine
get up
someone
there.
just jumping off Mount
So,
Rushmore or
so
something.
this guy he jumped off something he shouldn't have
Okay.
and got in trouble for it. But to him, it was just like, I got in trouble, whatever, slap
Yep.
on the wrist. Well, then he went to buy a BB gun or something, or some sort of gun for his kid for his like birthday or Christmas.
He couldn't.
And he couldn't buy a gun because he was a felon. And he's like, why am I a felon?
What?
Yeah. Because what he jumped off of was federally regulated.
But he didn't know he was a felon.
A radio tower.
Usually
No,
it's a pretty good.
He didn't.
That's crazy.
Tim's like cousin or something base jumped off Tower Drive and got busted like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. Well, I don't know how we're going to get back into the topic here, but anyway,
We don't really have a topic.
we do. We have one more thing that 2 more things we got to cover.
Yeah.
Let's see
We
if
don't have
can
to
do
cover
it.
it. But there is a bill in Tennessee passed by Senate. I think it's on the floor for the House to approve that if you are a CDL holder and you are convicted of human trafficking, you will lose your CDL and all commercial driving privileges the rest of your life.
Okay.
How do you feel about
I
that?
think that's a good thing, but I think so much stuff. Okay, what is human trafficking? And I'm not saying it's a good thing.
it's so ambiguous now.
Yeah, like, okay, what happens if I took my 12-year-old kid across state lines? I just got divorced from my wife, and now she gets in a fight, or we get in a fight, and now we're cross state lines, and is that human trafficking? Is that kidnapping? Is that all that stuff?
They're gonna. Well, if you're the father,
Yeah. No.
you have every right. Yeah, I've watched a lot of like cases on that. You have every right. It's your kid. Yeah, it's what happens is a stepfather takes a kid across state lines, and because he doesn't have like custody on his own, then that's where the kidnapping thing comes into play. But they're not ever going to look at that as human trafficking unless they can prove you're intending to do something with her, I guess.
Or him?
Oh, him or her. Yes, absolutely, him or her.
Yeah. I mean, we need laws to protect against that.
Yeah, I don't
think that's an end-all catch-all.
No, me either.
Especially only in one state.
Right.
That's got to be nationwide.
Well, I think it is going to be nationwide, but
oh.
the representative from Marcia, what's her name? I forget.
That's where it started.
She proposed it.
Okay.
But
Still gotta find ways.
Yeah, I mean, criminals are still going to find ways.
Yeah.
It's sad that is even a thing, but
It's a good
anyway,
thing. It should pass pretty easily.
that is a good thing. I thought you
Yeah.
were saying human
No.
trafficking.
No,
I was like, whoa.
No. That should pass pretty easily.
Yeah, that should. I don't know why it wouldn't.
Right.
So, Wow, we got through that one. That was a little different. I didn't think we'd squirrel to skydiving and base jumping and
Those are the best.
I know.
You have a story up there. Are we going to bring it up on the left?
Yeah, we also have our main topic. So we said we were going to
next week.
Well, we can get into it. That could be pretty quick.
Yeah. You guys are at a half hour already. Killing it.
We said we were going to start sharing driver stories.
Yeah, let's tell a driver story and end it on that.
Why would we end it? All right, fine, whatever.
Because my 30-minute attention span's gone.
We're right on it.
It's gone.
Right
I saw it leave. So we said we'd share a funny, like, boneheaded driver story of the week.
Yeah.
We had a driver, no longer works for us. I'm going to preface it that, but on the same trip, one outbound, one inbound, got 2 separate speeding tickets. Out in PA. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think so. Keep going.
And then he was a super trucker. It was in his blood. Knew everything about it. Couldn't read a map. Wouldn't listen to a word you'd say. You'd try to walk him through this, and you'd tell him to go left, and he would go right. And
just out of defiance, or what?
No, just out of he knew better.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if defiance is the right word. I think it was just
pride.
He was gonna do his own thing, no matter what.
Yep. And his own thing ultimately ended up getting him fired.
It did, and that. So that happened, right?
Yep.
A ticket on the outbound, a ticket on the inbound. We're like, dude, what are you doing?
Right.
But I think there was one before that.
There was one before that, and he was on probation. But like he got
through the
it
insurance company.
Through the insurance company, and he got it. No, maybe it was a ticket. He was on probation, got a speeding ticket on the way out, and then a permit violation on the way back. Maybe that's what it was.
Something.
But there was nothing we could do, and nor did we want someone like that going down the road.
And we talked to him
multiple
after
times.
The first one.
Yep.
And it didn't sink in.
Right.
Now,
I don't think a lot of things sunk in for him. But
fast forward, what happened then? So we fired him.
Yeah.
And
you're going to tell the whole story afterwards?
Might as well. I mean, he kind of lost it.
100%.
And right, he lost it.
Yeah.
And
borderline like suicidal.
Yep.
We had to check on him,
and then
he had like his 14th kid on the way.
Yeah, like life was falling apart. Yep. So that just made the situation even worse. But like you said, it wasn't our doing.
We couldn't.
It was
do
his
anything.
doing.
We just had to be the bearer of bad news, and we had to protect the motoring public too.
We couldn't insure him, and nor did we want to at that point.
Right.
At the end of the day, I ended up bringing him home, driving him home, and
he was he didn't have a vehicle, but he was also too shook up to be able to drive,
especially after making the claims that he was making.
Yeah.
So I felt bad, and it was a long ride. It's like an hour and a half from here,
right?
And it was a good time to calm the situation. And at the end of the day, sing Kumbaya or whatever we did. But that it started out as a really, really dumb move on his part.
Right.
Turned into a very tense situation. Ended all good, but
yeah, he's doing fine now. I mean, I haven't talked to him, but I mean, he's still around is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's not.
So, yeah, that was a boneheaded move.
Yeah.
Has he driven is that what he's always done?
Well, hold on, take it a couple steps further. He went to another company or two
and like rolled a truck or something too, like
after here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And then like no one would hire him.
So what does it take for them to go, you're done driving a truck? Like
I don't think
they're not yanking a CDL from the state level.
Any company could, like, there will be a company that could put him in a truck tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's going to be the insurance that's going to.
Right.
The insurance is going to yank that, but I am almost positive, because the guy's name was on the door and he looked like that guy. I saw a dump truck the other day.
No.
Probably about 80 miles an hour down the highway, loaded, weaving in and out of traffic. And I know for sure that guy has multiple drunk drivings.
Wow.
Not the same.
Not the
this
same
guy?
guy we were talking about. Another guy.
Would I know him?
Yes, he would. And I don't know how he could have a CDL.
Was it a big dump truck?
It was a quad axle dump truck, yes.
Oh,
He did always drive dump truck.
Yeah, no, I was wondering if it was under 10,001 pounds.
No, it was quad axle. And I looked up and I'm like, what in the heck is this guy doing?
Multiple drunk drivings. Okay.
And
Trivia question. If you know who it is, comment below.
And I looked at the guy and I'm like, and then his name was on the door. I was like,
Oh.
Did he see you?
I don't think so. No. But
Yikes.
so back to Trask's point, companies can do whatever they want. But
Yeah.
what risk do you run?
Yeah, and how do you go to? We've talked about this at night. Like, how do you go to bed at night, knowing that you have ticking time bombs? I mean, accidents will happen in this industry. You can only do so much to prevent them, but you also need to make sure that you're not being negligent when situations like this come up.
Right.
You need to make sure that you are taking the right precautions, showing that you are disciplining these things, doing the right things to make sure that they don't happen again, because not only will a bad situation happen, then you have a lawsuit, or then you have this or that. And by hiring someone like that, not doing a background check or reference
Well, and
checks
the
and those kind
ongoing
of things.
training too. Like
Yep.
we're not doing the training, safety training, and all this other stuff to ridicule. We're doing it to make you better, to make you safer, and to make our company safe and better as well.
And I mean, selfishly, to combat insurance rates too. Like, if we can show that we are being safer, like, rates should stay even or go down, hopefully.
I've sat in courtrooms,
Yeah.
and I don't want to do it again.
Right.
So if we can prevent that,
We're going to.
Why?
And if you can't get on board with that, sorry. Go work for someone else.
Probably not the right place for you.
We aren't the right place for you.
Yep.
So,
That's a guy that'll get you shut down. The guy you're talking about, right?
That's
I
the
mean,
guy
he does the
that'll
he-
bankrupt you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
One accident and
that's the guy that's
Fold.
going to put your name on the news in a bad way.
yep. That's what I'm saying.
Put you in prison. You know, because once all that stuff starts snowballing,
They're gonna dig and dig and
Hey,
dig.
you didn't do a background check, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, and it could have been a very, very small portion of what you that you didn't.
You did everything
do.
else correct, and you did one thing bad.
They
Like, they're
throw
going
the
to
book at
throw.
you.
Yep.
So
I hear an ad every day now listening to podcasts. Did a trucking company do you wrong in any way, shape, or form? Call us right now. I mean,
Yep.
every day.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, on that
anyway,
Well,
wish we were ending on a better note. You know, like, subscribe, share.
let it play while you sleep.
I think that was an important
Let it play
message
while
to
you
talk
sleep.
about.
Take a friend.
Yeah.
If you know anyone that would be a good guest on the show, let us know.
Do you know anybody who'd be a good host?
Yeah.
Take our spots.
Yeah. That'd be great.
For a week.
Yeah.
Guest host.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week, and hope you enjoy the week.
Yep.
Bye,
Roll
guys.
on. Roll on.